Good morning, students. It gives me great pleasure to talk to students through video presentations like this as usual. The topic which I have chosen is second order derivative. Before going into the details of the various problems under this, it's better to know what we mean by second order derivative. Okay, for a function y is equal to f of x, dy by dx is equal to y1 is equal to f dash of x, all the three notations are the same, is known as the first order derivative. First order derivative. Okay, if you differentiate once, it is called first order derivative. Okay, it is called the first order derivative. D square y by dx square is equal to y2 is equal to f double dash of x is known as second order derivative. Second order, in fact, derivative of y is equal to f of x here. Okay, second order derivative of y is equal to f of x. In general, d power n y by dx power n is equal to yn is equal to f n of x is known as the nth order derivative of y is equal to f of x. Let me repeat. For a function, okay, for a function y is equal to f of x, for a function y is equal to f of x, dy by dx is equal to y1 is equal to f dash of x is known as the first order derivative. If we differentiate once again with respect to x, this is called d square y by dx. That is, this is nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. That is the meaning. D square y by dx square or y2 or f double dash of x is known as the second order derivative of the function y is equal to f of x. In general, d power n y by dx power n or yn or fn of x is known as the nth order derivative of the given function y is equal to f of x. Here we restrict only up to second order. We will do some problems under this. Okay, we restrict ourselves only to second order derivative. Okay, take down. Just listen. If y is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2, find y1 comma y2. Just for convenience sake, I am using y1, y2. y1 is nothing but d square dy by dx. y2 is nothing but d square y by dx square. Just listen. Y is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2. Then y1 is 2x plus 3. Now y2 becomes 2. I repeat, y is x square plus 3x plus 2. y1 becomes 2x plus 3. Now y2 becomes 2. Is it clear? It's not difficult to follow. Okay. Just then you are given if y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x, then show that y2 plus y is equal to 0. Answer: y is equal to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. My y1 is minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. y2 becomes minus 5 cos x plus 3 sin x, which implies y2 is equal to minus of y, which implies y2 plus y is equal to 0. Let me just repeat. Y is 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. y1 becomes derivative of cos x is minus sin x, minus 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. Then if you differentiate for the second time, it is minus 5 cos x, minus into minus plus 3 sin x. Taking minus is common, it will be minus y. Now for y2 is minus 5 implies y2 plus y is equal to 0. y2 plus y becomes 0. y2 plus y will be 0. Okay, I'll take just another example. Okay, just listen. If y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square, if y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square, show that you will get x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 is equal to 2. Okay, let me just see how we go about it. Answer: y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square. Y1 becomes 2 tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x square. This is by chain rule of differentiation. Just you cross multiply and proceed, it would be easier for you. Okay, now differentiating with respect to x, we get, what do I get? 1 plus x square into y2 plus y1 into 2x is equal to 2 divided by 1 plus x square, which implies x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 is equal to 2. That is what I am supposed to prove. I repeat, y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square. y1 is 2 tan inverse x divided by 1 plus x, derivative tan inverse x by 1 plus x square. Cross multiplies 1 plus x square and proceed. Always it is easier. 1 plus x square into y1 is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Differentiating with respect to x, we get 1 plus x square into y2 plus y1 into 2x is equal to 2 divided by 1 plus x square. Cross multiply 1 plus x square once again. For 1 plus x square plus 1 both are same. X square plus 1 whole square into y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 is equal to 2. That's what I am supposed to prove. Okay, that's the one I am supposed to prove. I may be a little bit fast, but still you'll be able to follow, I am sure. Okay, you'll be able to follow. Let me take another example. If x is equal to 80 square, y is equal to 280, find y2 or d square y by dx square, let us say. Okay, just answer. X is equal to 80 square. My dx by dt now becomes 280. Y is equal to 280. Therefore, my dy by dt becomes 2a. Therefore, my dy by dx now becomes dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Therefore, this is 2a divided by 2at, which is 1 by t. Now, d square y by dx square, practically speaking, is d by dx of dy by dx. That's the application. This is what I started with in this particular video presentation. Now, but this is in terms of t. Therefore, I will write this as t power minus 1 into dt by dx, which is equal to minus 1 into t power minus 2 divided by dx by dt, which is equal to minus 1 by t square into, what is dx by dt? This is 2at. Therefore, this will be reduced to minus 1 by 2at cube. Let me repeat the whole process. Just listen. X is equal to 80 square, y equal to 280. Find y2. y2 or d square y by dx square. X is equal to 80 square becomes dx by dt is 280. Y is equal to 280 becomes dy by dt is 2a. Now dy by dx now becomes dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Therefore 2a by 280, which is 1 by t. Now d square a by dx square is nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. This is very important. Listen carefully. Some students normally write this as simply d square a by dt square by d square x by dt square. That is also wrong. Or they will simply differentiate this with respect to x. I don't know how it is possible. I don't know. But still. But this is in terms of t. Therefore, I will differentiate this with respect to t into dt by dx. This is similar to your chain rule of differentiation. Therefore, the differentiation here is minus 1 t power minus 2 divided by, this is brought down, dx by dt. dx by dt is 2at. Therefore, minus 1 by 2at cube will be the final answer. I will repeat only the second part. D square a by dx square is d by dx of dy by dx, but it is in terms of t. For d by dt of t power minus 1 dt by dx, this is something like your chain rule of differentiation. Similar, of course not similar, it is chain rule of differentiation. For the differentiation here is minus 1 t power minus 2 by dx by dt. This is brought down. dx by dt is nothing but 2at. Therefore, minus 1 by 2at cube will be my second order derivative. That is my second order derivative. Okay, that is my second order derivative. Let me take just another example. Okay, if x is equal to a cos theta y is equal to a sin theta, find d square y by dx square. Okay, find d square y by dx square. Answer, x is equal to a cos theta, implies dx by d theta is equal to minus a sin theta. Y is equal to a sin theta, implies dy by d theta is equal to a cos theta. Now dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta, which is equal to a cos theta divided by minus a sin theta, which is reduced to minus cot theta. Now similar to the previous case, I'll write this is d by dx of dy by dx. This is equal to, this is in terms of theta, d by d theta of minus cot theta into d theta by dx, which is equal to minus of minus cosecant square theta divided by, this is dx by d theta. Therefore, this is simply cosecant square theta divided by minus a sin theta. Therefore, my answer will be minus cosecant cube theta by a, or let me conclude here, or minus 1 by a sin cube theta. Let me repeat the whole process. X is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to a sin theta. Dx by d theta becomes minus a sin theta. Dy by d theta becomes a cos theta. Now for dy by dx is dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. A cos theta by minus a sin theta is reduced to minus cot theta. Now d square by dx square is d by dx of dy by dx. But this is in terms of theta. Now for d by d theta of minus cot theta into d theta by dx, application of chain rule of differentiation. But differentiation here is plus cosecant square theta divided by dx by d theta. Cosecant square theta by minus a sin theta. For taking this sin theta up, it will be either minus cosecant cube theta by a, or it will be minus 1 by, there is a minus sign here, minus 1 by a sin cube theta. Both are correct. Therefore, finding the second order derivative when it is given in parametric form is very important. Learn carefully. It may be a problem for 4 marks in your board examination normally. It may be a problem for 4 marks in your board examination. Okay, let me take one more example. If y is equal to 3 cos log x, 3 cos log x plus this is 4 sin log x, 4 sin log x, show that you mean to say x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. Answer, y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, which implies y1 is equal to minus 3 sin log x divided by x, because the derivative log x is 1 by x, plus 4 cos log x whole divided by x. Let me cross multiply x. xy1 is equal to minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. Okay, now differentiating once again. Differentiating with respect to x, we get, what do I get? xy2 plus y1 is equal to minus 3 cos log x divided by x minus 4 sin log x divided by x. Just cross multiply this x square y2 plus xy1. This will be equal to minus y. Taking minus as common, it will be y. Therefore, this will imply you x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. That's what I am supposed to prove. Let me repeat. Y is 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. y1 becomes minus 3 sin log x divided by x by chain rule of differentiation plus 4 cos log x divided by x. Derivative log x is 1 by x in both the cases. Cross multiply x. xy1 is equal to minus 3 sin log x plus 4 cos log x. Differentiating with respect to x, again we get x into y2 plus y1 into 1. I haven't written 1 over here. It's equal to minus 3 cos log x by x minus 4 sin log x by x. This is x anyway. This is x. Okay, sorry. This is x. Cross multiply x. What do I get? X square y2 plus xy1 is equal to, taking minus as common, this will be is equal to minus y, minus of 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x. Therefore, x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. X square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. Now, for any teacher can definitely guide you how to go about the, go about certain problems after teaching the basic concepts. Therefore, I have done enough from my end by making you thorough the basic concepts, and I have done some problems also almost in all the topics. Okay, I have done almost 4 or 5 problems on second order derivatives also. Practice as many as possible, and if possible keep in touch with me if you can, or keep in touch with the concerned maths teachers. Thank you students for patient watching.